What's up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. And I'm going to show you guys classic bodybuilding in 15 days. Wow, 2 weeks and 1 day. It's Thursday right now, and Friday, September 23rd. In the morning, that's my turn, the junior division class. And on Sunday I have to go again up against the heavyweights, so I'm excited, guys. As you can see, I'm doing some fast cardio right now. After I have my first meal, and from then, every 2 to 2.5 hours, I'll have another meal. And I feel great, actually, for being 2 weeks out, and I have the best shape of my life. So yeah, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, and just awesome. You know, I'm on schedule. Everything looks great. I'm seeing striations I've never seen before. And it's just an awesome feeling to know that I'll be able to represent classic bodybuilding the right way on that Arnold Classic stage. And I'm going to try to record everything, as I mentioned before, several times. And, you know, peak week is coming up in 8 days, actually. Well, yeah, Friday of next week, that'll be peak week. Now, a lot of people think peak week is something magical. You know, when you look, you know, average before that week, competitors think they can look amazing after that 1 week. But anyway, peak week is nothing special. It is only to get rid of extra water weight and put some more carbs into your body. So it makes your muscles pop more. You lose the water under your skin trying to put it into the muscle. So you'll look 5, maybe 10% better. But if you don't look good already before that peak week, you won't look good at the end. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to look the best I possibly can. And I'm not going to do it as extreme as I did before. What I did before was 3 days of no carbs while training like a maniac. No heavy weights. A lot of sets, a lot of supersets, drop sets. This time I'm going to take it more easy, because why shock the body in the last week before competition? There's no way of knowing how you can rebound your body back to a proper state above what it previously was. So what I'm going to do now is simply lower the carbs to probably about 50 carbs a day, you know, for 3 days. And then gradually up the carbs until competition day. Every time looking in the mirror, seeing how I look. And you know, I'm not even gonna adjust the water intake. Just gonna keep it high throughout. At the last day, only sip water. And that'll do the trick. But I'm gonna record all of that for you to see. Look at this, man, look at that. Beautiful scene. At least I like this. Look at that. Wait. A rabbit, come on. Isn't this like a fantasy world? It's amazing. You don't even realize you're doing cardio. All different kinds of planes, trees, animals, sounds. And the best thing of all, for some reason, there's almost never anyone here. Except for me. But yes, this is actually the day after the training that I'm going to show you after this fast cardio. And I did chest and triceps in a different gym. I like to switch up gyms towards the end of my prep, because different machines, different angles, you know, still the same exercises, but different ways of performing, you know, of how the muscle feels during the exercises. Even the bench press, you know, the bars are slightly different, the machine, everything. So that's what I prefer to do. And actually the gym that you will see me working out in is the gym I started out for 7 years. When I was 14 to 21, I trained there, which is pretty awesome. I've only trained 1 year in the gym after that, and 1 year in the gym I started this Vintage Genetics channel in. So the roots are in the gym you're about to see. Oh, and if I don't forget, I'm going to show you my first meal of the day as well. which is an oatmeal. I don't think I've showed you yet, but I'm gonna keep it in until the very end. I just love it. Oatmeal is one of the best carbs for my body. You know, it's perfect. It's a low insulin spike carb. There's some fibers in it, there's some protein, some fats in it naturally. It tastes amazing. And I just like to eat it in the morning and post-workout. I've been doing that for weeks now, and the effects are just amazing. Amazing. Alright? Alright, just got back home. Look at that. I put my oatmeal actually already in the fridge. Put it right there. Just close up the fridge. But this is just because I don't cook my oatmeal. I like it cold a lot better. So I let it soak in almond milk. And I like to put in some banana, you know. Fruit is healthy, guys. Regardless of what anyone says. I love fruit. It works. So yeah, it's soaked right now, but I'm going to add some stuff to it that I'm going to show you now. Alright, so obviously the first thing we're going to add is whey isolate. You know, I'm just going to add 30 grams of this. Well, 35 grams of this. Because this is the fastest absorbing protein source for me in the morning, so let's do it. I'm going to add some liquid egg whites, 100 grams of this, to my oatmeal, so let's do it. Alright, we added it, and this is actually you know, the best biologically available protein for your body. So I like to combine this in the morning as well. Alright, so here we go. We have the protein and oatmeal with banana. And this tastes amazing, actually. This is one of the 2 sweet moments of the day. The whey isolate tastes great. It's vanilla. You know, I like basic flavors. If I got chocolate or strawberry banana or something, you know, I would not like it after a while. Vanilla always stays a staple as a taste for me. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, and about 2 hours later I'm gonna have another meal, but let's enjoy. Alright guys, I have arrived at meal 4, the pre-workout meal. I just got back from the tanning bed, you know, went under there for 20 minutes. It's time to have my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna work out in about, let's see, 2 hours, so, you know, I like to at least eat 2 hours before working out, because especially today, it's hamstrings, so you want an empty stomach. Anyway, let's check it out. Alright, so here we go. What do we have here? First of all, what is this? This is sweet potatoes. I used 175 grams. It is cooked / baked, you know, it's cooked sweet potato cubes, but I baked them a little bit. I only added 5 grams of oil, total oil in all of this. Rapeseed oil, actually. High in omega-3s, and this is white asparagus, big ones, and I added 300 grams of pollock fish, white fish, and that's my meal. It's simple. I didn't add a lot of fat. I did add the carbs for the workout, add enough protein and some vegetables for the healthy and filling part of this meal. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this and then train some hamstrings. Let's do it. Well, I just said we were gonna do hamstrings, but I said earlier in the video that I was gonna show you the workout of the day before. So I did do hamstrings, you know, right after that meal, but I'm showing you the chest and triceps workout I did the day before, yesterday. Yeah, this is at another gym, and we're starting out with the bench press, and this is a gym that I started out in for 7 years, so I build my base in this gym. This is basically where it all started. This is another city, you know, basically a town. We moved, basically, and that's the reason why we went to another gym. But when you start somewhere and you build your base somewhere, every time you return, it's just like, you know, going home, you know, feeling at home. And that's just awesome about this gym. You know, you still know all the people, all the guys who work out there, all the personnel. They know you, they understand you, they like it when you're there, so it's just awesome to be there again. Anyway, to the workout.
We just did the bench press, as you can see, and I did go to 140 kilos, or 3 plates of 20 on each side for 10 reps. So I'm very happy that my strength remained intact. And that's what it's all about, guys, keeping your strength even when cutting down to lower body fat percentages. I probably weigh around, I don't know how much I weigh, but I weigh several kilos lighter than the last time I did the same amount of weight. So being still able to do it means my diet is on point. And this exercise is, it's a slight incline chest press machine, but it mimics the bench press, but the difference is it's 2 different handles, so you can stretch all the way down, and it takes away the risk of a loose barbell, so you can go all the way until failure without risk of injury, because you don't need a spotter. The machine saves you. And this, another machine, as I mentioned, I like going to a different gym for the different equipment, doing the same exercises I usually do, but under slightly different circumstances. And this is a prime example. I am doing, normally I would do dumbbell flies or a seated fly machine, but this machine is unique to this gym, so I'm using it. And it just gives this unique feeling. It's incline as well, but you're stuck in a position and it just goes very smoothly. You can stretch, as far down as you want, and there's no risk. You can save yourself at any time. You cannot drop anything. It's a safe movement, and it's very easy to help because I'm standing behind Kane right now, and if I wanted, I could just grab those 2 handles and help him do the weight. You can do a lot of forced reps easily, but the main thing here is to stretch all the way. And the nice thing about a machine like this is that you don't lose the tension at the top. So when you go down, you stretch, but when you can also go all the way up and contract, and that's something you cannot do with dumbbells, as you lose the tension at the top. And then we move on to the chest machine dips, and you gotta take a look at how I perform these. My body does not remain absolutely still, my upper body. I move it in accordance to how my chest contracts. So when I go up, I lean forward a little bit, stretching the chest, and when I press the weight down, I go backwards a little bit, allowing my chest to fully contract. So guys, if you want to work on your lower chest and you don't like to do body weight dips, or you just want to try something different, try doing a chest dip machine. Put the handles as wide as you can, because you can switch the handles from wide to narrow. Narrow would be for the triceps, and putting them wide would be for the chest more, emphasis on the chest more. So when you go up with the handles, you angle your body forward, which means you get a bigger stretch, and when you go down, you angle your body backwards, allowing you to contract the chest and build some manly chesticles. And then next up, the cable chest pullovers. And the nice thing about this machine is that you can adjust the height of the cable itself. You can put it as high or low as you want, and that's also unique to this gym. We did in my gym, Pure Fitness in Breda, where I usually train, they didn't used to have those kind of settings, but now you can. But still, in this gym they have always had it for all the years I trained there, so I was used to it. But the nice thing about this pullover exercise is, again, I'm using my body in accordance to how my chest contracts, so I don't stay absolutely still. When I let the weight go up, when I stretch, I pull my body downwards, angle my body downwards for the extra stretch on the chest. It's kind of a feeling, it's kind of an instinct you have. You gotta have a mind-muscle connection, but once you do, you will be able to benefit a lot more from every exercise you do. And also this machine is awesome. It's a safe way to build the long head of the triceps. It's an overhead tricep extension. This looks a lot like, for example, a French press or a skull crusher. It has the same effect, but because it's a machine and because you're fixed to a cable, you can go to the absolute max without risking injury. You can also go a lot heavier on this one without risking, hurting your elbows, because at any time you can just put the weight down, lower the weight, adjust, your positioning, and try again. But this is a very safe exercise. Usually the machines and the cables, with the ropes, it's all safe on the elbow. So if you really find skull crushers annoying for your tendonitis in the elbows, which is understandably quite common, it's a difficult exercise to do right, you can do machines like that and pretty much get the same result. And we arrive yet at another great machine, which I don't have at the other gym. And this one works the medial head and the long head, because when you look at my triceps here, when I do the movement, you don't really see me, it's like I'm not fully contracting the triceps. You can see the small head contract a little bit, but it's all about the long and the medial head here. You got to remember, this is kind of like a pressing movement. And normally to train the small head of the triceps, you got to think about push downs, rope push downs. But I see this as kind of a pressing movement with the triceps. And when you do a pressing movement, you work the medial head a lot more. And that gives you thickness of the triceps, which is exactly what I want to work on, because triceps is one of the weaknesses of my arms, basically of my physique. I just want to improve it, so improving the sweep of the triceps will make the arms look that much better. Even if you have a big bicep, the triceps will make or break your arm. And guys, this was the workout of today, and there's a lot more content coming. The weekend is coming up and I'm planning to do a couple of videos for you guys. And I've had some posing practice, and I can promise you one thing. You will be amazed by the performance that I'm going to aim for at the Arnold Classic. Well, no seriousness, I'm just gonna do my best to represent classic, artful bodybuilding. And guys, do not forget to stay golden.